Magandang hapon mga kababayan. Ako po si Michelle Mendoza and you're watching Unlad, Pilipinas. This afternoon, we bring you Philippine society and culture. We'll be talking about some basic concepts regarding the topic and how unity is maintained amidst the cultural diversity in the Philippine setting. With us today is a faculty member of the Department of Anthropology in UP Dalaman and currently the Vice Chancellor for Community Affairs, no other than Professor Nestor Castro. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for being here. Welcome to Unlad, Pilipinas.
Good afternoon, too.
We're really happy to be here. So, to go to their topic, for our audience to be briefed and to have a basis for the whole talk, can you give us the connection or the relationship of society with culture or vice versa?
When we say culture, we're basically referring to the way of life of a people. You know? And this includes knowledge, belief, arts, law, morals, everything that is part of the traditions of a particular group of people. Now, when we say society, this refers to the group of people that is territorially bounded, such as in the case of Philippine society. So we're part of a common territory known as the Philippine Islands, practicing this culture. So culture does not exist in a vacuum, but is spatially located. In this case, when we talk about Philippine culture, we're referring to a practice that is done and continued up to the present in the Philippines.
So is it necessarily, sir, like an identity, the culture is the identity of society or not necessarily?
Culture defines our identity. But when we say social identity, there are many sources of it, like gender identity, ethnic identity, age identity. But when we say cultural identity, this is the totality of it. Everything combined and spatially located in a particular place.
What can you say about, sir, naman ng cultural diversity?
Well, most cultures in the world are culturally diverse, as in the case of the Philippines, because we're an archipelago of more than 7,000 islands, so different cultures emerged in these different islands. There are only very few societies in the world that have a homogeneous culture, such as the case of Korea. It's one country with one language, one culture. But in the case of the Philippines, since our society was defined mainly by our colonial experience, so these different groups of islands were put together as belonging to one colonial state, now a nation state. So we have cultural diversity in the Philippines. But most countries are like that. Even the US is culturally diverse.
Do you think it's important that we really understand the concept of cultural diversity?
Definitely, because if we neglect the concept of cultural diversity, it brings about problems such as discrimination of some groups by others. The majority think they have a monopoly of the kind of culture they have, but the minority actually have different practices. For example, in the Philippines, while majority of people are Catholic, but however, we have a very large Muslim population, and the tendency for the majority is to state that Philippine society is a Catholic country, which is not true because it neglects the presence of Islam in the country, and therefore people think that there is a Muslim problem in the Philippines, which is not true.
So dito lumalabas nagkakaroon ng conflicts because we're not that open-minded.
Yes, oo, parang ang nakikita lang natin yung majority practice without discerning yung differences. And actually, differences should not be a source of discomfort because it's something to celebrate. Kasi ang boring naman ng buhay kung pare-pareho tayo ng kinakain, pareho tayo ng suot, pareho tayo ng lengguwahe. It's a source of actual broader experience.
Dito na po ba lalabas yung cultural sensitivity natin?
Yes, and a tool to recognize differences in culture will be cultural awareness and sensitivity. dapat sinisik out actively ang differences. We don't take things for granted. Hindi po pwedeng dahil sa surface ay mukhang magkakamukha naman ng mga tao. Halimbawa, sasabihin ng outsider sa UP, ay UP, mayayaman lang lahat yan. Kasi ang nakikita nila, surface, parking lots, cars. Hindi nakikita na merong mga taga-UP na hindi kumakain ng tanghalian kasi wala silang pambayad.
So
Yun yung problem.
So parang nalilimit yung how we see them and how we act upon it.
Yes, yun yung important part, yung how we act upon it. Kasi parang, paano na ang ating magiging policies, recommendations, interventions kung blind tayo sa diversity?
So you think that it is possible to have unity amidst diversity?
Yes, because may mga ilang bansa na culturally diverse naman. Let us take the case of Switzerland. Meron siyang German, meron siyang French, meron siyang Italian components, pero they still have one identity, Swiss identity, different from Italians, French, and Germans. So, it is possible. At sabi ko nga, pwede pang ang broader ang concept natin ng isang kultura dahil diverse tayo. Halimbawa, ang strength ng Filipino, dahil diverse tayo to begin with, when we move to another country, ang dali-dali nating mag-adapt. Kasi walang kanin doon, o sige, mag-burger na lang tayo. Pero yung Koreans, dahil nga homogeneous ang culture nila, maghahanap sila ng kimchi. So, dahil hindi sila mabuhay sa isang sitwasyon na kaibang-kaiba sa kanila. So, may advantages, may disadvantages ang ganitong diversity.
But do you think as a whole, yung situation of the Philippines right now, do you think everyone is ideally open-minded to this diversity?
Unfortunately, no. The fact is, maraming mga Pilipino ngayon ay medyo makitid ang paningin. Ang tingin nila when we say Filipino language, therefore it's Tagalog. When we say pambansang bahay, pambansang hayop, pambansang damit, ay puro coming from Metro Manila. So blind sila sa Visayan culture, Mindanaoan culture, Lumad culture, Igorot culture.
I think makikita rin natin sa elections this year, parang you could see na they're deciding based on religion, based on the beliefs of the candidates. So I think it's something that we should work upon. So for my last question, sir, how do you think mapopromote yung pagiging open-minded and acting upon this open-mindedness amid, like you love the country, you love the people, amid sa nagkakaiba-iba nga ang lahat?
I think it starts with socialization, yung upbringing ng children. Sa elementary level, of course, sa household muna. Tapos sa eskwelahan, kinakailangan bata pa lang, inililinaw na yung diversity. Ang problema when we look at many textbooks, unfortunately, bato-bato sa langit, stereotyping
Yes.
Na ang igorot, nakabahag, pag-ita, maitim,
Yes.
ganon. So, paglaki ng bata, ang tingin niya sa mundo according to boxes and stereotypes.
So we really have to be open-minded with it, and we should strive to find unity amidst diversity.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Sir Castro. We really learned a lot, and definitely will be applying all that you have learned. So once again, thank you very much, Professor Nestor Castro, dahil we really would see ourselves applying this concept that you have taught us. So there you have it, mga kababayan, isang episode na naman ng ating pinagsamahan. Maraming salamat sa inyong mga tumutong ng programa natin ngayong araw. Don't forget to tune in the next week, same time, same channel. And remember, you should always be open-minded amidst everything, because we should always see that we are all the same, yet we come from different places. So we should always look at our core and understand that we are one, and we could always improve and develop more as we grow as one country and one society. So ako po si Michelle Mendoza para sa programa kung saan ang pagsulong ng bayan ang ating tanging adhikain. This is Unlad Pilipinas.